Hey there, YouTubers. Happy 4th of July. My 4th of July is odd. Started yesterday on the 3rd. I was down at a family member's house, and another family member had flown to Texas to drive a U-Haul back to Ohio for his mother-in-law. His trip was going well. He got to Cincinnati, about 15 miles from where we were at, and some came onto the highway in a construction zone, lost control of his vehicle, and slammed into the front end of the U-Haul truck. One of the larger 26-foot ones. So he broke down, he called us, we got out there, the tow truck hadn't arrived yet. He'd been on the phone with U-Haul and the cops were there 2 hours on the side of the road. The cops finally had to call another tow truck company, and they came with a big wrecker, you know, like for hauling semis. And he lifted it.
Luckily, he didn't hit anything else, and the car on the dolly was fine. The truck would start, but a safety feature wouldn't let it go into gear, making it undrivable.
So what I did today, 3rd of July, I'm gonna have to unload and reload that truck.
That's why I got more cars out here. Hey, they're done. Oh, wow. That's thanks, guys. I just picked up one on full range. As soon as I picked that one up, I had to go to Montana and pick another one up.
That's it. Towed us to a U-Haul place. Gets there, you know, we're assuming he's going to bill U-Haul, who's on the phone with us. He said no, his only mode of payment that he will accept is cash. And he wanted $400 in cash for going about 10-12 miles. So U-Haul told over the phone they'd pay him back, but hell, I ain't got 400 bucks in cash. But my one RVing uncle was getting ready to go RVing, so he had cash and he paid. He talked him down to $350. Otherwise, you know, what are you gonna do? Get in a fist fight on the side of a road with a tow truck driver? Because his scam, and it was a scam, was, well, if you can't pay me now, I'm gonna take it back to my yard until it's released by either cash or a certified check. Which means he's gonna tow you back to his yard and he's gonna charge you storage. So, we went back to Uncle's house, and the next morning we had to get a new U-Haul truck at a different place, drive it to this place, put them back to back, and move everything from one truck to the other. It's okay, Keith. And I had no plans of staying overnight, so I didn't have the pets with me, so, you know, they're cats, they should be fine on a night alone, but Kiki, the blonde one, the Persian, she doesn't eat if I'm not there, so it's like having a friggin' dog. So I got back. Now I'm in the RV again because I was going to drive my car up tomorrow morning, but I got talked into coming up, spending the night, and then we're going to unload the U-Haul truck tomorrow. I know, Keek, it's been a long day. Where are you going? There went a Pod's truck. I told him he should have got a Pod. Well, first of all, back to that story. They had hired a moving company, I think it was Allied, and they told them how much they had, and again, it wasn't very much. We didn't even fill up a 26-foot truck. It wasn't a lot. So Allied shows up and then tells them, oh, this is far more than you told us, and tried to like double the fee. And I guess, you know, in Texas they even called Allied headquarters and said, what the hell is this driver trying to do? And they said, well, we got to go with the driver. So he said, never mind. And that's how the U-Haul trip came to be such short notice. And so I don't know if I've never used Allied in my own life. If any of you are ever planning to use a moving company, apparently this isn't uncommon that they do this. Which, you know, you would think, but you would think the most right thing to do would be to send somebody out before the driver and say, yeah, yes or no, this is how much stuff it is. But again, I don't know if it was the driver himself or the company trying to rip him off, but there wasn't much stuff. 3 of us unloaded everything out of the truck and into the new truck and packed it properly so it wouldn't get messed up in an hour and a half. And we were trying to be quick, but we weren't flying. They're old.
I've worked with these two before, and it's the same thing. I have to say, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. They spend their time arguing about how to pack it while I carry all the shit. It's the downside of being the youngest.
So I guess the only thing out of the whole story is, so far over the phone, UHaul was way cool. Because they even offered to send some packers to move all the stuff from one truck to the other. But it would have been a couple days because of the holiday weekend. And, you know, if he'd have been by himself in the middle of nowhere, he might have had to do that. But since we were right there, that wasn't even an option. But I'd only used U-Haul myself once in the past, and it was a good experience, but an easy experience. Nothing went wrong. But I was pretty impressed with customer service and how they treated him with the accident. And that's probably because it wasn't his fault and they know they're going to get the money. They offered to put him up in a hotel room if he had needed it. But so U-Haul did him right. That idiot driver did not. But at least the other driver admitted to the cops it was his fault. He lost control. We did pull a bumper of a Jeep out from under the truck when we got there. Alright, YouTubers, that's enough for now, but have a good 4th of July and be very, very careful on the roads. There's idiots out there everywhere. Hey there, YouTubers. Finally heading home. Leaving Columbus, Ohio. And it looks like I'm going to get some rain. Because, you know, that's what happens. But nothing exciting to see here. Great, wonderful day so far. It's raining like I told you it would. Life. Alright, YouTubers, I'll talk at you.